Camera speed. Scene one, take one. Marker.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hello.
What's our intro gonna be?
Oh wait, we gotta get rid of this.
What? Oh, because you're gonna look at yourself the whole time.
Yeah. What's our intro gonna be? Great
I can't have the
question.
privilege of looking at myself because Lizzie can't control her eyes.
Did you want to look at yourself?
Well, can you even look at yourself?
Did you want to look at yourself?
I mean, why not?
You want to look at yourself during the recording?
Yeah, because sometimes like my hair will go like haywire, and then I'm hitting my head against the wall in post because I could have looked like a point better than I do.
Let your hair go. Have an intimate moment with the audience. I literally can't even talk. I'm in so much pain. I can't fucking. I will. What is our intro?
We don't have one anymore.
Welcome back to the podcast that needs no introduction. I'm Lizzie Gordon, joined by
Ryland Adams. Thank you guys for being here with us on this sunny Monday. Oh gosh, Chris is at it again.
God damn it, Chris. Yeah, by ways of Mondays, this one sure is a Monday.
And on the worst of all worst Mondays.
It's Liz Miss week.
Liz Miss?
Yeah.
It's her birthday week.
It's my birthday week. I woke up, cannot move my fucking neck without excruciating pain. I have to turn like this to look at you. This is the first time in podcast history I literally considered calling Ryland and being like, I don't know if today's the day. Started my period. Day one of my period. My stomach is fucking killing me. And later today, I have to go to the dentist and then the auto mechanic.
What?
Because on the way back, I don't know, I might have to call the dentist and be like, dude, I can't move my neck. I can't do this.
Well, why are you overbooking yourself on your birthday week?
Oh, you know what? I might be wrong. I might not have the dentist today. I might have the dentist on May 2nd.
Oh.
You know what? I'm a mess. I don't think I have the dentist today. I should triple check that.
Well, okay.
So on the way home from San Diego, where I was getting a beautiful full set from my friend Alexis Martinez at Nailology.
We know you plug her every.
I got a plugger because I love that bitch. On the way back, there was a car accident and there was a massive piece of this car's bumper out in my lane. And all my driver's training was telling me I can't. It was an immediate accident. There was one that was unavoidable for us in our car, and the car in front of me had the ability to swerve into the lane because there was no one next to them and go around the debris. But there was someone hot on my ass and someone right on my side, so I didn't have the ability to swerve or slam on my brakes. So I just slowed down and went over it, knowing full well that my lowrider Prius was probably gonna
dragging ass because of the bird you hit.
Yeah, literally already dragging ass. So a piece of this bumper got stuck under my car, so we had to pull off the freeways with my friend Sarah. And Sarah steps out of the car right where we pull off into a pile of vomit. What the fuck? And then we pull forward a little bit more and I get down in the gutter and I'm like, what the fuck is that weird smell? And I realize I'm laying in a spilled beer in dirty gutter. So we drove home reeking throw up and Modelo. And now I have to go to the mechanic. And maybe the dentist, but who really knows about that? My dad told me not to have coffee, but I don't know if you can tell how bad I need it. I also had 12 hours of sleep last night. I got home so physically exhausted. I was like, I'm going to go to bed. It was 8:30.
Honestly, that's your problem. You probably slept so hard and rough that you just fucked up your neck, but I can feel it looking at you, the pain you're in to swivel your entire body.
Yeah, my lips are all fucked up, but I was like, whatever, this is how it is today. And I was thinking in my head, I look at Ryland like this, and this is the cleaner side. So I'm not going to redo it. Joe was like, put a heating pad on while you get ready. And I was like, okay.
My poor girl on her birthday week. What age is this for you?
This is too old to function. That's what's going on. I woke up and I was like, wow, this is 32.
Wow.
Go figure.
And I asked Lizzie, okay, I have a couple of qualms with you.
Of course you
First
do.
of
I feel
all,
like I feel one coming.
I get a mass text invite to her birthday.
Okay, you can't call it a mass text invite.
It was literally, it was like, hi all. Please
No.
RSVP if you're available. And I was like, you're fucking mass texting me for your birthday
Hi
party?
all. No, first of all, 4 people are invited. Get it. oh, Jesus. 4 people are invited. And it's like, I individually texted each one of you motherfuckers the same thing.
I know, but why couldn't you just like, it just felt so formal. Like your assistant was texting it to me rather than you're just being like, if there's 4 of us, why can't you just be like, hey, bitch.
Well, because I didn't want to do a group text because that's annoying.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So I just was like, what's up, guys? Oh, I wish I had.
Oh, my gosh. You just need to make a decision. Do you want it?
I don't. Well, my dad said it was a bad idea, and I'm so tired.
Well, then trust your dad.
He's like, eat a banana. I was like, gross.
And then she tells me like, well, I don't want to actually do anything on my birthday. I want to just get surgically injected on my birthday.
But there was no openings at the med spa, so we did that last week.
What does that say about you?
What do you mean? I love going and getting my fillers and Botoxies.
Sticking needles in your mouth and
No,
looking
I hate
numb?
that.
That's
I
like what you
hate-
want to do on your birthday. Like she wanted to like clear schedule, no friends, let me go get some needles stuck into my face.
Yeah.
But why on your actual birthday?
Oh, I love it. It's the funnest experience. Like the girl who does my facial is awesome. The woman who does my fucking filler and shit is also awesome. Like she knows me, and like every time I go in there, it's like I just left, even though it's been a year.
Can we talk about how her paid friends are her best friends? Like her nail girl, her filler girl.
You used to
like,
be
"I
my
gotta go."
friend, but now you won't talk to me.
She's like, I gotta go see my besties.
For real though.
Well, I think
what was so fucked up though is like I had a salad right before going in, and I'm getting this facial, and I'm like ripping ass.
Ew.
I'm ripping
no,
ass
you're
bad.
Not.
Yeah, and it's a fucked up situation to be ripping ass bad because it's like there's 2 people in the room. Like that's why I need Jelly to be okay forever, because Joe thinks that Jelly's been farting for years. And it's never been Jelly, because I have some rancid, straight up celiac fucking ass gas that is
Oh my
deathly.
God.
It's like a rat crawled into my sphincter while I was sleeping and passed away, and I can't get it out.
I just had breakfast. I have a sensitive stomach when I recently filled up. Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean to make, but that's me, and this poor woman is sitting in this room with me.
No. Take me through the process.
They're silent.
No, how do you know they're going to be silent? I never know if they're going to be silent
because
or not.
they like the way that they hurt. It's like, you know, because of the way that they like hurt inside you. You're like, this is going to be quiet, but it's going to be bad. And if you're like in a big group, you can like pass it and move on.
I'm always shocked when mine are bad. Like I normally have like a pretty tame, like,
Yeah.
oh, this is passable, it's fine. And then sometimes it just hits you different. And I'm like, if Shane's next to me, sorry.
I'm not like a particularly gassy girl, but like when I am, it's like, oh man, why couldn't I just be alone somewhere right now? Like, why does there have to be people nearby that could potentially smell this? Because all of them are going to be like, are you okay? What the fuck is that? And I'm like, I don't know, man.
Depending on what I've eaten for the day, like I can't go out at night. I know I'm just gonna be like a
really?
mess in the stomach.
Are you like a loud flatulence boy?
No, I just like get such a like stabbing pain in my stomach if I have to fart and I can't fart. Like if I'm in, because I'm not going to suffocate those around me for me to feel a little bit better. So if I can't do my farting position, I'll probably just opt out of the night's events.
I was in 6th grade and this boy ripped ass as loud as he could, and he had no shame about it. And I just remember it being the funniest fucking thing ever. And my teacher being like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "What? I had to fart." Like so entitled to his bodily functions. I was like, what is that kind of self-security like? And then I wish I could say his first and last name, because the teacher went on a tirade on him because he was like one of those kids who it's like, oh, your parents have like instilled you with nothing but confidence. So he used to do out of pocket, like self-centered shit all the time. And at one point my like core teacher was like, listen up, first name, last name. Like, this is a classroom and you can't just rip ass like that. Like, excuse yourself. What the fuck, kid? It wasn't about the farts. It was about something else. I don't remember what it was, but I can still hear him saying the kid's name in that specific cadence. And he really would just rip ass freely. It was wild. And I wish I had that kind of confidence, but I don't. And I am a psychopath where I'll like fart like I did with the facialist and then like look a person in the eye and be like, are you okay? Is your stomach bothering
Sick
you?
Bitch. That's some Elizabeth Holmes shit.
No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I'd just like quiet. And like my face is burning and I'm like,
hope it passes
no one
the other
say
way.
anything. No one say anything.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I'm anxious because I've been wanting to give you something, but I haven't given you something, so now I'm gonna give you something.
Okay. Is this a good time? At first I thought you were like, I'm anxious because I want to address what you said on my Instagram. A toothbrush?
Well,
I'm a lot? No shit, you're anxious. You're giving a girl a gift that says I'm a lot.
Well, no, this is just like a side, like fun gag gift because I was at the store and
I'm a lot and I need to brush my teeth
but
more.
it says, but I know I'm a lot.
Ow.
I just can see you like running around your house, like brushing your teeth.
And it's like, I didn't look, but is it under wrapped?
Well, yes, because I thought this paper was so cute, but there was only one sheet of it, so just don't look at the behind. Okay, she's ripping apart my gift. Oh my
Oh, my head. My neck hurts so bad. There was a spider on it. Oh my God. Of
Well, I
course
had to
there was
hide
a
it under the couch.
My neck hurts so bad.
If you don't want the toothbrush, I'll take the toothbrush.
No, I want the toothbrush, but now I'm like,
See, I knew she wanted the toothbrush.
I have a different toothbrush, but I'll put this on the wall in my office.
Okay. You can open the card later if you want.
Oh, is it personal?
I mean,
Do I not want to open it in public?
Open it.
Oh, sorry. I'm such a mess. God. She came through. Oh my God. This is so sick. Some 100,000 subscribers. Just how far you've come. If each of your subscribers were a light year, they would take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. Wow, that's really sweet, YouTube. That's far.
this is so long. Are you sure you want to read the whole
No,
thing?
but
I'll
I
tell
love
you
it.
If there's any sentiment.
Wait, what is it?
Presented to the SIP with Ryland Adams and Lizzie Gordon for passing 100,000 subscribers. Do we each get one?
No, but it's for you.
No.
It's part of your birthday gift.
Okay. Well, I don't feel right about that. Don't we want it in here?
I mean, I could probably ask them for another one, but I got it for you. Like, I was never going to get it. It's already been like a year and a half too late.
I love it.
And so I asked for it specifically for you because I knew how much you'd love it.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate that. And it makes me want to cry. But that could also be my period or my hurt neck. Because I ain't no bitch.
I hope you put it. Well, is our SIP poster in your office?
Yes, it's been hung.
Okay. I love taking over your office space.
No, I love it too. My friend Sarah stayed in there this week. And I'm just like, this weekend, what am I saying? And I'm just like, does she think I'm a weird ass narcissist? Because it's nothing but like huge posters in there of my face. I love it, Ryland. Thank you.
What were you saying, Chris?
Just say you should explain what it is.
Oh,
Did I not say what it is? It's the YouTube. It's the YouTube plaque that says 100,000 subscribers with a mirror on it, so I can look at myself.
yeah. You can hang it in your office. It's gonna be so cute. Here it is. I can insert a photo of it in post. I guess I didn't need to reopen the whole thing.
In post, I can read. I'm so excited about that.
And then your card is, well, it's a different thing, but you can
It's
open
personal?
it later.
Okay.
I mean,
It's like just, is it pictures of your penis that I've never seen? Ow, fuck. Sorry.
I put all the best ones together for you specifically.
It's like when I turn a certain way, it's just like someone's just punching me in the neck as hard as they can.
I wonder, have you ever fucked with chiropractors? Like, I know
No,
some
but
people
honestly,
are violently against.
I might go because I can't spend my birth week like this.
But I have heard that, like, they can't. If somebody just cracks you back in the right place,
Yeah.
you could instantly be better. Like, it could take
Do you
it
have
all
one?
away. No, but there's the Joint in Calabasas.
Have you heard of it? Like, is it good news?
Well, they're a chain chiropractor situation,
good or
and
bad?
my aunt goes to it, and I think my sister-in-law, she also talks about like when she sleeps and her back's out of whack.
Yeah.
They'll crank her right back into position, and she'll be like good to go. Okay. This isn't a promotion for the Joint, but
maybe I'm gonna check out the Joint. Maybe I really do need. You gotta remind me to check and see if I actually have a fucking dentist appointment after this. Because if I don't, I'm gonna go die in my bed slowly.
Well, no, I think you should go to the chiropractor. Now that I've been nice to you, I think I can be mean to you.
Okay. I'm ready. Come get me. Come for me.
Well, over the weekend, I took like a bold step in a direction
Yeah,
forward.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
just-
No. And so I went to just look at it, and I never look at like comments on Instagram or anything. And I look and I post a reel, and Lizze comments, "What is this?" I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, what is this? All you do is watch TikTok. How do you not know what is this? It's very self-explanatory what it is.
I was at dinner with my family when I commented, "What is this?" And it felt like I was just privately saying it to you. I'm going to be real about that. When I said that on your public forum, in my heart of hearts, it felt like it was just me and you. And then I'm sitting at dinner and my phone just starts going bloop.
It took a lot of courage for me to post a reel.
I know,
because
it probably did.
Because
no,
listen,
wait, I stopped dinner because I was getting a lot of Instagram updates and I was like, that's weird. And then I went, oh no, because I read one and I was like, I posted something not so nice on Ryland's Instagram. And I feel kind of bad about it now because other people are noticing. Literally, I stopped dinner and gasped.
I don't have notifications on for Instagram, so like I don't see anything unless I like go look. And I was like, I was just curious because everyone's on TikTok and everyone's doing the thing. So I was like, I don't know, maybe like I'm not gonna post on TikTok yet, but maybe I'll make a return to TikTok. And this was like me dabbling in the water.
And then I just shit on it, and I'm so sorry.
So
to be fair,
I just also didn't understand. Like, what do you mean? What is this? Like, you clearly can tell what it is. Like, what's wrong with you? If you don't like it, that's fine. Keep scrolling.
Also, I will watch a lot of these things with no sound on. So sometimes I'm honestly asking, what is this? And then when I saw it with sound on, I didn't get any more clarity.
Well, it was a natural occurrence. It wasn't
No,
planned.
it was not a natural occurrence. That was a recreation.
No.
If I have ever seen a recreation.
It wasn't. You're calling me a bad actress like the Kardashians?
Look me in the eyes right now.
No.
Hold on, let me shift.
I
You're telling me that was not a recreation of a moment?
It was naturally organic.
There was a long pause of the camera on your mouth with chewed almonds in it.
Let me set you up. So I'm outside. It's a little chilly that day. I'm taking like my playing fetch with Uno break.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's cold. So my car was outside. And so I went to sit in it, and I remembered there were almonds in my glove box. So then I start eating almonds, and I took out my phone and set it up because I was going to just like do an Instagram story of nothing. And then I started being like, do you ever hide? So then it did happen like that. And then I thought, I guess I'll make a reel.
So it was a recreation.
No, it wasn't. That was the first thing that happened.
Really?
Yeah, I was eating almonds in my car. And that
Play
was,
back the Tessie tape.
I'll
They've got cameras in there. I want to know.
Oh my gosh. I will, and I'll show you the facts.
All right. You know what? I'm so proud of you for going boldly, and I think I'm being extra mean and defensive because I know I'm wrong. And I felt wrong the second I started.
Well, whatever. My Instagram's growing for the first time in years, so.
Good for you. Ow. No, honestly, I think it's very good for you to do that.
Because years ago, I was just losing points. You know, the points are like 100,000. Every point's 100,000.
Yeah.
And so I was just going down points. And all of a sudden, my point went up the other day. And I was like, oh my gosh, for the first time in years, I went. And I don't notice it unless it's like a point because that's very specific.
Yeah. Same with Bubs. Bubs lost probably over 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Is he regaining?
No. He's hemorrhaging followers.
Go follow the Bubs. Go follow the Sib. Although not me promising. Oh, the Sib's Instagram is going to be so good, and then like flop it.
Did you ever post that thing we were working on last week?
No, because I cut a whole cute clip for Instagram, and I go, "How's this?" And she goes, "It's okay." And I was like, "Okay."
No, I think I said it's cute.
Cut.
I think I said it's cuter. Oh, well, never. Like let me go to our text messages, which are like psychotically long, with just me finally discovering the fucking Selling Sunset bitches.
Oh my god.
I honestly, when you pitched it to me and you're like, it's a reality show about real estate, I was like, snooze. Like, I can't.
No, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh my god, it is fucking absurd.
This psycho jumps in at season 5 though, and there's nothing.
Do you need to know the rest?
There's nothing I love more than ladies who have spent 5 hours in hair and makeup to argue in $20 million mansions.
Like
it's
what?
just
also
beautiful.
Should we be them?
Yes, I've always wanted to be them.
Let's be
For
them.
5 seasons. Kardashians. I've wanted to be them. And I'm psychotically writing out a whole list of questions for Chriselle as if she's coming on the podcast. And
For
I've
real,
never asked
Chriselle,
her.
you gotta come. This boy's ready.
I have like so many questions. It's going to be such a good interview, Chriselle. And I haven't even asked you yet.
He sent me a screen recording of it because he had to scroll through how many questions he has for you, Chriselle.
Well,
and
I
it's
was
like he knows you so intimately that you might want to get security.
Well, there's so many layers to what's going on there. And I love it because it's like shot so beautifully. It's the same guy that created The Hills. So you get that like romanticizing LA, like all the best parts of LA. It makes you want to move to LA.
Yeah.
And then you get here and you're like, oh, it's
Dirty. It's dirty and crowded.
But when you're watching them, it's a fun fantasy world. They're all just
They even make like June Gloom look kind of good.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
with those
wow.
outfits and the slow-mo of them getting out of the car. Chris, why aren't we getting out of our cars looking
Chris,
like that?
why don't you get me getting out of the Prius like that?
Sorry.
Also, are you watching season 5?
Of course.
So I haven't finished it yet, but I will go home and do that on a heating pad. Who's the new girl that's friends with the super toxic one that nobody wants to fuck with?
Oh, her name is...
Is it Chelsea?
Yes, Christine and Chelsea.
Okay. So Chelsea's not really from London, right? Like none of us.
See, I didn't pick up on that, but I'm not an accent boy.
No, her accent is like your London accent, which is just not a London accent.
Right.
It's like American Australian with a hint of I've heard a Spice Girl talk out loud one time. Yeah. Is there anybody in the audience that believes this woman is actually from London?
I really like her though. I like
her too.
I like how they're integrating her into the show. And
Yeah.
I like that she's being able to go on both sides because really Christine is always like, it's loyalty. And if you're with them, you're not with me. And she's like somehow able to like teeter this fine line.
And why does Christine need to have that?
Christine, I love her. Like she's so entertaining
She
and
kind of
she's
breaks
such a
my
moment.
heart, but it's like
She won't own up to all these girls want from Christine is for Christine to recognize that she's hurt them deeply and personally. She wants them to sit down and just be like, yes, but she won't own up to any of it. She just like puts her
she kind
tail
of did.
between her. No, she never does.
But at that lunch when she was late, that girl who's getting married,
an hour late.
Right, but listen, that girl who's getting married is a Heather.
Yes.
So Heather was like, just own up to the fact that you were late. And Christine was like, her weird shit broke down for a second. And she went, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm late.
You're mixing up 2 lunches, but yes.
I've only seen the one lunch. I'm not that far in the season.
Okay.
I put this on because I was watching Russian Doll season 3 and I finished it and I was crying so hard. I started messaging everyone I love, like, I love you so much. Like, I'm so grateful for you. Tears running down my face, scream crying, having a full blown panic attack. And then I was like, I need to stop texting people because they're going to think I'm going to fucking hurt myself or something. But that show was so sad and so stressful, but also beautiful and poignant. So Russian Doll season 3, anyways, I put on Selling Sunset afterwards to decompress.
Right.
And now I'm obsessed.
Yeah. I never want it to end. I'm trying to slowly watch it so it won't end. And I am curious though, because Christine, she'll have small moments where she'll be like, my feelings were hurt. So then I try to cover it up, but she'll never just say like, I'm sorry. It's always like a backhanded, or she just won't own up.
It's an excuse.
And I'm also curious into how much of that is brought on, because if she is the villain, like she's the storyline, in the storyline, she's the villain. So I'm wondering how much of that is story produced, because if she's not the villain, no one else is, and they kind of need a villain. So I'm curious in how much of the production is like asking her to continue to be the villain, because she's dead set caught in like her ways a lot of the time and just won't admit it. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you that it's a production storyline, but I don't think they need to tell her to do much. Like, I think her knee-jerk reaction is to be cunty. Because it's like that saying, like, hurt people. Like, this woman's hurt. Something's wrong with her. As a hurt woman, I can recognize a hurt woman, and she is in agony.
Yeah. And she looks fabulous doing it.
She looks so good. Also, like, get all these women a cookie. Like, Jesus Lord. They look empty.
Oh, man. Nothing I love more
than a starving real estate agent with rhinestones in her hair.
I'm just talking the show in general. Like, maybe this is what like the Real Housewives is, and I've just never got on board. But I think the Real Housewives might be more messy. See, but I'm not. I actually like a lot too. This season, they're doing more real estate than the previous season, and I personally like the real estate. Like, I like seeing what houses they're selling. I like seeing what price points. So
I like hearing their methods behind the madness of it all. Like, I love listening to these ladies. Like when that girl runs out onto the edge of the infinity pool.
Oh my gosh!
She's like, "No, this is gonna sell the house," and in my heart of hearts, I'm like, honestly, it probably is. Like a hot bitch standing on the edge of the infinity pool with all of Los Angeles behind her. Like, yeah, that's fucking money, dude. Ow. I love it.
Yeah. And my favorite thing about Chrishell is, like, she was married to Justin Hartley, who's on This Is Us.
Right. You told me about her last week.
She was with him before he got the show and blew up. And then he blew up and their relationship dissolved just because he skyrocketed to fame.
And he text dumped her, right?
And so, yes.
What a cunt.
And then is now, I think, married to another woman. But it's just like she was a soap actress and that had fizzled out, I think, for her. And it wasn't until after her divorce where she was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing real estate, which was probably like a low moment for her because, like, I bet she loves real estate, but it's like, okay, I'm going to like say like acting's not making my full-time gig right now, so I have to take on another job. And it wasn't until she like really lived in all of that now she's skyrocketed and she's the most popular on the show. She has all these opportunities. She's like living her very best life and opportunities won't stop coming to her. And I just love that she's so genuine and wholesome.
Yeah.
So come on our show, girl.
Get over here, Chrishell.
Chrishell.
I saw a really funny meme about real estate agents just to wrap up that conversation where it's like either you die a bottle girl or you live to see the day that you're a real estate agent. And if that ain't the truth.
Honestly, I've never wanted to be the first boy on Selling Sunset more.
There are boys on it.
I mean, they're the owners of the brokerage.
Right.
There's no boy real estate agent.
Get up in there. Let's get you some highlights. Let's get you a spray tan.
Get my real estate license.
I don't know that you need that. I don't know that you need a real estate license.
To be at the O Group?
No, we got to get you eyelash extensions. That's what you need to get in at the O Group. And a weave.
Well, I'll ask Chrishell what I really need. I spent my weekend relaxing and watching Adam Sandler movies. Like,
what did you see?
The newest ones. Like, I watched the old ones on repeat, and that was my childhood.
Yeah.
But I've been watching the new ones with
Which one?
Jennifer Aniston. Just Go With It.
Oh, yeah.
The one with Drew Barrymore.
Which is 50 First Dates?
No. Oh, that's a great one too. What's the one I watched with Drew Barrymore? Anyways, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's the sweetest.
And I love him. Like, I was like, maybe he's my favorite actor. And Shane was like, Adam Sandler's your favorite actor? And I was like, yeah, quote me. Because he does the dramatic moments really well, and he's also so funny, and I enjoy his movies. Like, I was insulted when I got clicked out of the movie and it had a 15% tomato meter because I was like, fuck you guys. It's fun. It's family friendly. It has a storyline. It makes you laugh. It makes you want to cry. Like, it's a good fucking movie, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, maybe it's not an Oscar contender, but
I need to know what movie you're talking about.
What's the Drew Barrymore one? I don't know. Talk while I'm looking it up.
No, this is like the first time where I'm like, what do I say? What do you guys want to know?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take it. Of course, my service isn't working.
Wait, I'm finally looking at your little docket here, Lizzie. What is this? What the fuck do you mean?
Oh, Blended, where their families are blended. Oh, so cute.
Blended.
So fantastic.
Wait, I want to see that. Also, I feel like there's really famous kids in this that are like adults now.
Yeah.
Bella Thorne.
Bailey Madison. And the joke is that Bella Thorne's like everyone mistakes her for a boy. Great flicks. I mean,
I'm going to watch that when I go home and lay out an eating bag.
Couldn't recommend it more. And I just did that because I wasn't beating myself up. Like, I'm just like taking it slow last week, you know, and I'm trying not to beat myself up.
I loved your vibe last week.
I know. I met Lizzie finally for a workout class. I was just like, you know what? The world's not going to end if I'm not working 7 days a week.
No.
So,
and I meant to tell you,
it stresses me out to not, honestly, because normally on Saturday and Sunday, I'm already like editing the next vlog for the next week. Yeah. And I just thought like, I also have to enjoy a little bit.
Of course.
So I didn't edit this weekend, and I just watched movies and did house chores that I wanted to do and had a great time.
I love that.
All right, we have to break down and we'll be right back.
Oh.
Scene 1, take 2.
Great update, everybody. I do not have to go to the dentist. That is next Monday.
Can you be like, hey, Joe, since it's my birth week, can he take your car to the automotive place?
No, I think he's working.
Whatever.
But if my car breaks, then I get his Tesla. Because that's how it works.
We have an ad.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay. No, this is a great ad. Today's podcast is supported by Calm. And you know, we love to take a break.
We love Calm.
And we love to take a break with Calm. And technically, this is an ad break, but our partners at Calm want you to focus on yourself for a moment. Take a deep breath and let it out. Relax wherever you're holding on to your tension, and it's important to tune in and recenter, and Calm can help with just that. I love partnering with Calm, the #1 mental wellness app, to give you the tools that improve the way you feel. You can reduce stress and anxiety through guided meditations, improve focus with curated music tracks, and rest and recharge with Calm's imaginative sleep stories for children and adult. And there's new daily movement sessions designed to relax your body and uplift your mind. If you go to calm.com/sip, you'll get a special offer of 40% off a Calm premium subscription, and new content is added every week. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds, and Calm is ready to help you stress less, sleep more, and live a happier, healthier life. And I know it can be sometimes scary to be like, oh, well, meditation is hard, but they'll walk you right through it, and I promise you'll feel calm right away. So for our listeners, Calm is offering an exclusive offer of 40% off a premium subscription at calm.com/sip. That's calm.com/sip for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/sip.
My dad loves Calm too.
Really?
I like bedtime Calm. My dad will send me screen grabs of the Calm quotes every morning.
Oh my gosh, that's
I
so
love
cute.
it. I think it's the best. I was so excited when you told me they wanted to sponsor us.
Yeah, and the more you meditate, I do think the more you remember in stressful moments throughout your day to just like take a deep breath.
Yeah.
And really, that changes a lot. So with that, we'll get into today's iced tea.
Oh, iced tea. I was ready for advice on. I was like, I don't know if I can move my neck like that today. Ow. Oh!
What?
Wait.
What?
Before we do iced tea, should we intro hot goss?
What? Oh, okay, yes.
I had an idea. For a segment. So last year, I kind of like got really excited by my own hometown drama between a couple of young women who are not in the public sphere, so to speak. And I had a lot of fun with some trivial like hometown gossip.
Right.
And so I thought that like how we have our, audience send us advice, those segments, you guys could also send us some hot goss or hot gossip from your hometown.
Where we could all just like relive and weigh in on the gossip happening in your hometown.
Or your like friend group or whatever. We'll change all the names. It'll be completely anonymous. No one will ever know.
And this is kind of like what I wanted to do with the Nextdoor app, but then I realized it would be too toxic because I'd be reading like my neighbor's drama.
Right. And your
if they
neighbors
listen
in
to the podcast-
Colorado listen.
And that's where I'm signed up in Nextdoor, and shit was going through the fan this past week. Like I was like airplaying it to Shane and reading all the neighbors' responses, and I'm not kidding when I say like they'll get 300 comments on a post just dividing the neighborhood on something so trivial and stupid. But I live to read for how worked up people get over gossip in their area. So I think this is very fun. You can submit your stories or whatever to contactthesip@gmail.com, or our phone number is in the description section if you want to leave a voicemail. I just ask that you leave them like 45 seconds, really like condense.
Get to the point.
Yeah. Because it's hard for us to play like a 3-minute clip on the show.
Also, I would like to take a moment and say shit went through the fan is perhaps a saying we should all start using.
Because it's normally shit hit the fan, and I said shit went through the fan.
Shit went right through the fan.
That's what it feels like.
It was
because
moving at such a velocity and speed that it went right through the fan.
And you come out a little wonky, like you have a broken neck.
It's too soon for neck jokes.
I wanted to issue an apology to the Kardashians.
Why? Because you saw Kourtney's grass and it is green?
No, it's not. I mean, it's not green, but it's not perfect. And then, in this week's episode, they show Kylie's house, and her grass is what I expect of a Kardashian.
Yeah, that's the first review I got from him via text. Kylie's grass is green.
It is. And that's why I was just like, that's what I expected from a celebrity lawn.
I also love that Kylie like can't even be bothered to be on the episode, but her house will be there and not even her security guard shows up on camera. Like Chloe's breaking into her backyard like, we'll wait here for the security guard to bring me whatever the fucking frivolous shit was that I needed when I got here.
Yeah. And I felt bad because I was just saying the episode was slow and boring and dull. And I love the Kardashians. I really do. But that episode wasn't for me. And I will say the second episode was a redemption for me. Mm-hmm. I just think going to a new platform, starting a new, like, where do we pick up? I just felt like it took them a second to find their footing, because I do think the second episode was watchable, engaging, fun, enough storylines like I had requested. I was like, there's so many family members, just jump between them. You guys are all living rich, fabulous lives.
Yeah.
But the premiere fell really flat for me, but they came back in the second episode of this for me.
I thought it was so wild how Kim was like so juiced to talk to Amy Schumer about her monologue. She's like, yeah, Michelle Wolf wrote this monologue, so like let me do it for you. And she like does it, and Amy's just like shitting on Michelle Wolf, like everything about the monologue. Amy's like, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. And then Amy gives some guidance. And then Kim goes, I love Amy. She's really empowered me. I'm not going to take any of her advice, and I'm going to go full steam ahead with Michelle Wolf's bit. And it's just like, we're all being really polite here. But did it not feel like at every turn there was like, fuck your time and fuck your time and fuck your time, but thank you very much for it.
I think they all got what they wanted out of it. You know,
Yeah.
like a little airtime and some fun was had all around. Kim did take the joke of like, oh, Amy did pitch her the joke of like, oh, like this is nothing for me. This is like my inner circle,
Right.
because it's only 10 million people that watch the show. So she
Yeah.
did take that, but Kim stuck her ground and like did the Kanye jokes, did the family
Yeah.
jokes, did what Michelle
Wolf
wrote for her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah, loved it. I think did I have anything else about that?
I added your notes.
It's hard for me to think. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm so sorry. I mean,
Have you been following the Kardashian versus Blac Chyna trial?
I have, and I am shocked and appalled.
Well, so here's the thing. I haven't been watching. Well, what is the deciding factor on whether a case is televised or not? Because like you can see every moment of the Johnny Amber trial, but you can't of the Kardashian one.
I mean,
correct?
I don't know, but I think it comes down to like filing motions for privacy and not. You know what I'm saying?
See, I didn't think you had a choice, but I don't know. All I see are like the sketches. Like I haven't.
Yeah, the sketches, they're doing the Kardashian fam dirty. Like it's gnarly what's coming out of there. And it's like, obviously the sketch artist is like Team Blac Chyna, which is scary. But I get it, because it's like a little bit like, if you're not Team Blac Chyna, are you in danger? So of course you're going to draw
What
her
do you
nicely.
mean? I would. feel
Are
like
you
you're-
hearing the details of the case?
You're saying if you're not Team Blac Chyna, you're in trouble?
Yeah, because she's going to get you.
The only things. Oh, you
'Cause
mean
she's
like you're
gonna
in trouble
get
by
you.
her?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I also feel like the
I feel like-
Kardashians have the resources to burn us to the ground.
I mean, absolutely, but that's what Blac Chyna's claim is, and that's why she's brought the lawsuit. So she's like all like, I want my show with Rob Kardashian cost me this much money, and the family did it like because they're bitches.
Well, I did.
But
So
they're like,
the
no,
whole
you're-
trial is based upon her show with Rob got canceled, and she's saying had it moved forward, she would have made X amount of money. So she's suing them for
Right.
$100 million. Correct?
They haven't stated the exact money claim, but it's like ranges from 100 million to 300 million.
And I do remember in the moment the hot gossip or the word around town was that the Kardashians threatened E, saying like, oh, we'll walk from our show if you don't cancel their show, which like that's just what people were saying. There's no proof on that I know of, but they were probably doing that because they knew how toxic the relationship between Chyna and Rob was.
Well, from what I understand from the details I've heard, it sounds like the relationship between Rob and Blac Chyna was crumbling, to put it politely.
Well, she was, I mean, the show was crazy.
Yeah.
They were fighting like at nauseum on the show.
And I think that like, no shit, they're going to fucking cancel this show. There's no relationship to film here anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then did you hear what she did?
Well, all I've seen are the headlines that the headline was Kris Jenner says Blac Chyna threatened to kill Kylie Jenner. And then there was a second one that said also threatened to kill Rob.
So she held a loaded gun to Rob's head.
I didn't know it was that. I only thought it was a threat.
No, like she held a gun to his head. I don't know if it was loaded, actually. I don't know if it was loaded. I know she held a gun to Rod's head. And now her lawyer's saying that was a joke. That's why I said the court cartoonist is probably Team Blac Chyna because he's fucking scared.
So Chyna's just like, this family's done with me. I have nothing I can further gain from them, so I want the money that she so believes she deserves. But it's like,
it's also, I think, and again, like, I'm not educated on the topic, but I heard that Rob is no longer paying child support because he's like, why should I? I pay for everything for my daughter. He literally pays for everything for his daughter. He's like, why would I pay Blac Chyna shit?
So that was my question, was like, is she not
and this is on the
financially
tail end
supported
of
by
that.
a joint child? And see, like, this case, I haven't really, I don't take anything I say for
no, but
fact
but like literally the fact that her attorney in a court of law was like, she was just kidding.
That's scary, yeah.
She's like, no, that was a joke. And then they're like, all right, so after you did that and then you strangled him with a cell phone charger, was that also a joke? She's like, no, I was just joking then too. And then she's like, right, okay, so then when you destroyed the entire house and had a temper tantrum, was that real? She goes, yeah, that was real. Like, it literally like escalates from that situation to like, she's like, no, that was just joking. That was just joking. No, that was real. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, and for the Kardashians to take time out of their schedules to not just settle before taking it to court. Like, they're all showing up to court. It's just wild, and wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spooky stuff.
The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, it's just crazy to me that, like, everyone, like, fans can walk in and witness it live, that it's televised, that all the clips are out there.
It's like the OJ of this decade.
And what's coming out of it has just been mind-boggling. But I think even outside of the case, what's so crazy to me is the culture that we live in, that somebody can make a claim against another human that can ruin their life, that can crumble their life's work to the ground. And what I think is fascinating to observe is now that, like, Johnny has lost his so-called movie career, like, he's not getting jobs anymore. He's like, well, I want the facts to come to life so I can clear my name to set a precedent. Like, I don't even think...
I think he's taken it even further from career-wise, where he's like, my children had to go to school and read these headlines and have their peers tell them that their father was this kind of man. And he says, I am not this kind of man, so I'm suing you for defamation so that I can get my namesake back.
Well, and that's what I mean is the way a person can take another person down. And I'm sure everyone that has supported Johnny throughout his whole life, like agents, managers, publicists, friends, I'm sure they were backed into a position where they had to publicly drop him. And now I don't know exactly how it played out when it was happening, like in the Me Too movement, but I'm sure a lot of people said a lot of nasty things about him. And I'm sure a lot of those same people are tweeting and saying things in support of him right now. And I think the mind fuckery of it all is just so insane, because he's never going to forget all of the people that dropped him. And then they're probably sitting here now, like, praising him or talking highly of him. So it's like, it's just such a devastating run of events.
I think that it's a really important time too for this to be televised as sort of like, because it's like, for you to make such strong allegations against a person of that nature, specifically where people who suffer in those, environments of abuse, how dare you? Because those are the situations where it's like, we are inherently meant to believe you and help you. And for you to manipulate that kind of human interaction is...
And sadly, there's a lot of, there's a lot of evidence in this case, but for a lot of people that have been abused, they don't have the evidence.
Right.
And so it's hard because you want to believe somebody based on what they're saying, but it's hard to believe someone without facts when there's bad actors.
And that's what's so toxic and awful about the whole thing is, like, there are always going to be bad actors. There are always going to be people who bend the truth. And I still think that it's our duty as human beings to create a safe environment for an accuser and the accused. And that's why it's so important to remember that we, like, have this system in place where you are innocent until proven guilty. And also we need to protect the people who are coming forward with the allegation where it's like, all right, let's hear your story. I believe you. And now we have to, you know, provide the opportunity for this person to be proven 100%. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just think
it's like the court of public opinion is so screwed up.
That's what I mean is like, take it out of this case, cancel culture or public opinion in general. Somebody could come out the gate swinging with something that isn't factual and it could ruin somebody's life immediately. And then that person could rebuttal and then everyone's on that. Like, it's just like constantly swaying, and it's so just counterproductive to everything. So I don't know the answer. I guess the answer for Johnny Depp is to take all of this time, effort, and money to prove a precedent that hopefully people won't do this when they're not actually.
Yeah, I also think it's taking a lot of courage on his part to admit to some of the abuse that he saw, because men are not in a position to admit when they have been physically or mentally abused, because like society's like, well, you're a man,
right?
You're bigger than her. And it's like, yeah, I do also have to say, like, there is this other thing where as a woman, I personally sometimes feel not 100% in a room full of men who are larger than me, because I'm like, I couldn't hold my own in a fist fight right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? And the same is true for men, where they can't come forward and say, listen, I was physically and mentally abused, because then, you know, society's response is, you're not a real man. You're a pussy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
And it's also based on, like, you also act upon like what you saw when you were growing up, and like there's just so many factors that play into all of this. So,
and I think that like again, like for humankind, the responsibility of each one of us is to be, you know, kind and respectful and honest and there in a way that's not meant to be manipulating the truth in our favor to hurt someone else or to build ourselves up. Like that's never the answer.
And what has been interesting to me is there's proof that she's hit or slapped or attacked.
She said it. Yeah.
Yes, that she has physically come at him. So like, what is the alternate side? Because say she's abused him physically 10 times and he reacts once. Like, I just don't like, because she is countersuing that he abused her, but it's public knowledge and matter of fact that she's abused him. So why is she not already like in trouble?
Because she's not going to be in trouble for it, because this isn't like he's pressing charges against her for the violence that he faced. This is, so the response to what the charges he's brought against her is, she says, I can't be proven guilty of this because what I said is true. I called you an abuser because you are an abuser. And because I did that, that's protected free speech. But if he can prove I was not an abuser, you called me an abuser, you lied, then she is guilty of the charges he's bringing against her in this court, or the claim he's bringing against her in this court.
It's also crazy because it's like, well, he lost job after, like his jobs immediately went away from him after the article was published live. And she hasn't taken the stand yet. We'll see what happens when she does. I don't believe she has she?
I don't think she has yet
it's
either.
Been him.
I really want to say something that feels like it's like not appropriate. So can you cut it if it's not? Okay.
Yeah.
There was a really funny TikTok that was going around about Amber Heard, and they put a hashtag over it that instead of saying me too, it says me poo, because she shit on the bed.
On his bed. I mean, some of the shit is just
I think
wild.
I don't think it's great to make fun of the Me Too moment, because I think it's a really important movement. But that me poo thing really did make me laugh. Like that really.
Well, the stuff she would do, like put nail polish on a tissue and act like she had a bloody nose. Like there's just endless amount of things that make me believe that she's gone girl.
It is so gnarly listening to that tape of her saying, sorry, I didn't hit you right. Like, yeah, I hit you, but you're such a fucking baby. And it's just like, I'm so triggered.
Or
by,
setting
like,
him up to, like when she was filming his
and he
outrage,
was having,
and then she like is like, oh, I got the moment, and she laughs, and then when she puts the ice cream on his lap to take a picture, and it's like, yeah, if you don't feel safe, like A, you don't have time to film something, and B, you don't have time, like you get out. Like Johnny was like, well, why did you leave, and why did you have time to film me if you were scared for your life?
Yeah. I mean, all of it's like really, really messy. And then the fact that Johnny Depp has to read out loud the horrible text messages that he was sending. Also kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, even he's laughing at some of it just because the way that it's gone about in court is like the situation
It's
is a little bit
absurd.
ridiculous.
It's absurd.
It's like, well, okay, let's move on to a few rapid hot topics and we'll get into some advice though. So Jane Fonda says she isn't bothered by being closer to death.
I just thought it was a fun topic to bring up on my birth week. Am I bothered by being closer to death? No. And I also was having a conversation with a friend recently about peaks in life and like peaking in life. Jane Fonda is a woman who's been like at her peak, I feel like every year of her existence. Yeah. And I think that that's something that's really interesting to take into account where a lot of people think that like you have one peak in life, right? Like, oh, I peaked in high school and now it's all downhill from here. It's like, God forbid. But I personally believe that there are peaks to every season.
Oh.
And so life to me isn't just like working up to my best moment and then working down from it. But like every year and every day and every moment is an opportunity for something positive, even though, you know, world throws shit at you. Like my neck hurts really bad. But I'm in a good mood.
Yeah. No.
My friend Sarah gave me a shirt to wear today. I had nothing planned.
I agree. And I'm looking so forward to like my mid to late 30s and my mid to late 40s because I think you have different seasons of your life that bring different gifts. And I think we should always be like reaching for something different and something that we can be proud of.
And like the joy for the present moment. Like just each moment is a blessing and an opportunity to make the most of. And I'm not saying we have to be toxically optimistic, but I am saying that like I recognize like I could have been really pissed off yesterday that I was fucking filthy covered in Modelo gutter. And I had the best day of my entire life. Like I had so much fun yesterday. It felt like one of those days where you're like 13 again and it's a summer day and it's a never ending day.
Yeah.
And it just was so fun and so simple and stupid. But it was like, damn dude, like it doesn't get much better than just enjoying the time you have.
Yeah. And if you're thinking about it in regards to even career, like I always think like, oh, I've done nothing compared to what I'm going to do.
Right.
Like, I think there's infinite opportunity for anything, to live life, to enjoy life, to start a new career. If you're 40 and you want to start a new career, I think you can still have a crazy successful one.
Seize every day.
Something funny just about like, cause she says she's not bothered about being closer to death. Something that is kind of crazy is this was back when we were in Colorado, but Shane had a dream where he was visited by a man he didn't know who gave a first name. And when he woke up and told me, I didn't know who the person was, and he goes, do you know this person? And he was like, he visited me and told me to tell your grandma not to be afraid of death, like it's like everything's fine after death and it's enjoyable. And he went and told my grandma, and I don't know my grandma's dad's name, and she goes, that's my dad's name. Shane doesn't know, had no idea.
Covered in chills.
And my grandma was like, whoa. And it really has like comforted her. Like she brings it up all the time and has told everyone, because like, how would Shane know that? And he was like, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah. Like it's great on the other side.
Yeah.
Woo.
I spoke, cause my friend Eve gives me like medium sessions. Mm-hmm. And one of the times I was trying to, have a moment with my godmother, but I don't like give a lot of details to these people because I'm slightly skeptical. But one of the things that I got back was something similar to that notion, where she's just like the woman's like, I just see smiling, and it's like, there's no pain, there's no struggle here.
Right.
And like, I think that that's very nice. And it's like just the notion of like, smile, like put your chin up and smile. Like that was what she just kept saying. And it's like, that's so lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Wow. Okay, you had put this one in. Spain issues arrest warrant for Tinder swindler Simon Levif. How do you say his name?
I think you just did it really well.
Okay, thanks.
Also, you got your Simon, you piece of shit.
Wait, so what is the story here?
They're getting him on some bullshit charges, which have nothing to do with the fact that he's ruined multiple women's lives and finances, but he is being got finally for something. There's an arrest warrant out for him right now.
I did always think it was crazy that Anna Delvey had faced such incredible charges.
I think it's because her victims were men.
And corporate America.
Yeah.
They weren't like personal and like one-offs.
Yeah.
Like
And corporate America didn't want to be embarrassed by it, so they fucked her in the ass. But then, like, the Tinder Swindlers out here on fucking
like ruining
ruining
lives.
people financially. And the same corporate America that, like, or not America, but like corporations that like fucked Anna Delvey won't give these women a break after the Tinder Swindler ruins their lives. Which is, you know what? Fuck you. My neck hurts. I don't have time for your shit today.
A few more. I just saw in the headlines today that Leah Michelle says that she'll be her BFF surrogate for real. And I thought, wow, Lizze's never offered the such.
Baby, I can barely move right now. Do you like want me? I told you this a long time ago. Like, you don't want me to house your baby. What if I went out? I felt so bad about it. I went out looking for a surrogate for you.
I know.
It's a no for them too. But it's not personal. I'm so sorry.
This is homophobic. Okay. And then I just wanted to say Vanessa Hudgens is really having her moment. Like, her phone won't stop ringing. She hosted the Oscars red carpet for ABC, and now she's hosting the Met Gala red carpet. She's like the Coachella fashion
Met
queen.
Gala season again?
That's what I found really weird. Is
Did we just do this in Colorado?
Yes, and I think maybe because of coronavirus, it had gotten pushed way back last year. Because it's next Monday.
What the fuck?
So
should we do another PJ party review?
If we want to, but we'd have to do Monday night because that's when the arrivals would be.
Okay.
We could possibly do that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, good for Vanessa Hudgens.
Get it, girl. Oh.
Oh.
I should have picked this at the beginning of the episode.
What?
You mentioned that you're renting out the house, maybe?
Oh.
Are you leaving?
Well, yeah, of course we're leaving. Like, we just bought a house in Colorado.
I know.
So
I know that.
And now that it's getting warm,
I thought that might have just been a phase.
We're just gonna leave
I thought
it
we
there.
outgrew it. It would be a vacation home.
No, yeah. I mean, we're planning to go back in the next month or so. So I am preparing
the
this
next
house
month or so
because we thought it would be just for sake, like, I think somebody occupying the house is a good idea just to be here, in case like something goes wrong, then they're aware of it because somebody's here, but then also like doesn't hurt to help financially. And so I've been like working on like replacing like the huge pictures of like Shane and I.
Right.
But so yeah, we've been like clearing up the house, and we don't know if we're gonna do it yet. Sometimes family comes and stays, and if family wants to do it, then I'm more than happy with that, because then I don't have to go through all the process of doing like a 3-month or 6-month rental. But we're just playing with the idea.
Exciting. And you were playing with makeup this weekend? You were playing with my makeup?
So
I noticed my makeup room was all tampered with.
Well, happy birthday. I told Shane, I was like, everything that's not for you, leave out for Lizzie to go through before we donate
That's for me? Oh my God, my neck hurts so bad. I'm so lit.
Anything that's out is for taking. And then we'll donate whatever you don't take.
Oh, now I feel like it's not so funny that I was such a salty bitch when I went in this morning. Have you guys been playing with my makeup?
Okay, well, we do have some advice questions, but it's already been an hour, so we're going to have to wait till next week.
I can't move my head like that, so we have to wait until I'm well. We can't even declare the segment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've barely pulled through this.
Okay, well, we thank you for showing up. Chris, who are we saying?
It's Baby Ella.
Baby Ella. You know what? There's nothing that makes my heart beat faster than all of you moms out there that show us that you're watching The Sip with your child. Like, they do the pan-ups.
Oh,
you
right.
know?
I was like
their baby,
yeah.
Their baby smiling and laughing at The Sip. So I just think it's your best friend does that too.
My baby.
Yeah, your baby watches The Sip with her mom.
And Haley let me know recently that you were Lily's favorite. So I wasn't going to tell you, but
imagine when I walk in her when I greet her for the first time.
Could you imagine she screams?
Like, she screams my name. Like, she hasn't spoken.
Her first words, Ryland.
She hasn't spoken yet, and she's like, Ryland. Well, we're going to run out of time, so we have to say goodbye. Thank you guys for joining and supporting our podcast journey. Please don't forget to rate and review our audio on Apple Podcasts. You can follow us on social media at The Sip Official. We're also there personally. Chris is too at Crispy Station. We love you so much. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye. And that's The Sip. Also, Lizzie's birthday is Saturday. Wish her a happy birthday.
No,
or
it's tomorrow.
else.
It's Thursday.
No,
it's Thursday the 28th.
Happy birthday!
Oh my gosh, I thought it landed. Oh, because we're
The party,
celebrating.
yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay, bye.
Bye.